we got to get to the game that the people in the chat want to get to. They've been
Yes,
arguing
sir.
about this for a while. We got Antoine. Georgia went from having the weakest schedule. Now Carolina is going to beat them. And then breaking parallels. Oh no, he's talking about the Colorado, but they've been arguing about South Carolina and Georgia the entire time. And so here's Andrew. Interested in UGA versus Carolina. Georgia's looked unmotivated the first 2 weeks. Carolina has weapons. Expect to see the real UGA again, but never know. Sometimes it can be hard to flip the switch. So South Carolina goes to Athens. Georgia's 27.5-point favorite. Parker, Georgia's started slowly the first 2 weeks offensively. Defensively, they're fine. But they have started slowly. Now the offense got figured out pretty like in the second quarter last week. But that's the part I'm curious about, because if they start like that against South Carolina, this will be a game for at least 3 quarters.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way I'm thinking about this game is, Andy, if I gave you South Carolina team total 7.5, are you going to take the over on that?
Yes.
And I think that's really it. Is like, if South Carolina can score and make this a rock fight, they get into that Beamer ball kind of, hey, we're going to score multiple offensive scores is what South Carolina needs here. They really need to not just rely on that special teams play. They need to take advantage of those, but not rely. They really need to rely more on the down-to-down business of moving the football. Their offense is 27th in EPA per play, but their defense 127th right now, and particularly the run game has been not as effective. Again, these numbers have regressed to the mean. They'll separate as we go, but they're 111th in rushing success rate now, 60th in EPA per rush. So just have not really separated out of the middle of the pack and looked a little worse than average in rushing success. Got to get some space off of Spencer Rattler to make sure that he doesn't have to force the throw. Let Spencer Rattler make the throw. Don't make him have to make the throw. I think that's a very subtle distinction, but matters a whole lot for South Carolina. That being said, I do believe in the Georgia motivation switch. I think they flip it on in the hallway before certain games, and other games they don't flip it on at all. I expect this to be low scoring, Georgia to get up and sit on it. Do I expect Georgia to get up in the almost to the 30s and then sit on it and totally cover? I think I'm going to believe that they're going to get the offensive firepower to get this done, and they're going to stop South Carolina from moving the ball consistently on the ground, forcing Spencer Rattler into some bad situations. So I'm going to go with the Bulldogs here.
I'm with you, and here's why. I saw what North Carolina did to South Carolina's offensive line. Spencer Rattler was running for his life most of that game. Actually played very well to only get sacked 9 times. And so Georgia's going to be able to do that if they want to. Georgia doesn't always want to sack you. Sometimes Georgia wants to disrupt you and make you make mistakes. I think they're going to carry this game. I think they will be interested, and they will blow them out. So I'm going to take Georgia to cover, and I'm sorry to all the Gamecocks in the chat, but Matt in the chat is very happy to hear this because he's a huge Georgia fan. He's even got an REM album as his cover, as his avatar.
Committing to the bit there. I like it.
That's right. That's right. Automatic for the people. The sign at Weaver D's Chicken. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.